Here we go again. The Conservative Party about to eat itself from the inside out as chants within their own party call for Suella Brandwagon's resignation. Once again, doing Sir Keir Starmer's work for him as people from his and other opposing parties jump on the get rid of Suella Brandwagon in true Westminster bubble style. In an article in the Times this week, Suella dared to point out the clear soft-touch policing which appears to be applied to marches with a more left-wing bias. Remember Black Lives Matter? Even during COVID lockdowns when people were banned from the streets, pop on a BLM T-shirt and that's okay then. Just Stop Oil, holding up millions and police doing very little, and this latest crop of pro-Palestine marches which for the last few weekends have been marred by chants of from the river to the sea, which basically means death to all Jews in Israel and calls for intifada and also jihad. Suella described these as hate marches and urged the Metropolitan Police Commissioner to stop them. But because Suella didn't get the final draft of the piece in the paper signed off by Rishi's team and ignored Number 10's request to remove a section which compared the pro-Palestine marches with Northern Ireland, on this triviality, which many would probably agree with, there are calls for her to resign, and if successful, we must now have Home Secretary number, 8, 9, 10, 11, I've just lost count. Where are we now? Who does that actually help anyway if she goes? Well, it's the Labour Party, of course, who aptly joined in on the call. A cabinet minister, instead of backing her up, claimed that she had embarrassed Rishi and that she had lost it. Well, I'm sick of it. Somebody somewhere needs to tell them that Suella Brandwagon is saying what many of us are thinking. She speaks for a large proportion of the population. Her plain language on it of invasions and hate marches is the language of the ordinary man. She gives a voice in government to people like me, and frankly, she's one of the last things, if not the only thing, that is keeping the hope that the Tory party have a shred of conservatism left alive. But the party are good at that. They got rid of Boris foolishly. If they were worried about being a few points behind in the polls then, take a look at where they are now. You could hardly say that that was a good decision. They capitulated to the mass pile-on Boris. I can't be bothered to mention the embarrassing fiasco that followed. It's laughable. And now they've got their teeth into Suella again. They might as well join the Labour Party. It's as though they've joined them and are in cahoots with them anyway. Keir literally doesn't have to do anything, which is what he has been doing, because every time he opens his mouth, it reminds you of the mess the Labour Party are in. All he has to do is sit back and watch the Tories fight like cats in a sack, ignoring what I believe the Conservatives in their party and the Conservative voters want. Well, I've got a message for the Tory party. Back off and leave Suella alone. Let her get on with protecting our country and our borders, because right now she appears to be the only thing that is giving you any hope of winning the next general election. Get rid of her and you're toast.